Let's speak Korean.
제 115회 차라도 한잔하고 가.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and today is our 115th program. I'm so proud now that we're in the hundreds. I feel so proud. We've got
not much left though.
So much more done. Okay, and our focus expression today is 차라도 한잔 하고 가, which means let's at least have some tea before you go. All right, and before we go any further, let me introduce Stephen. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, 안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. I'll be helping coach you guys through the lesson today for at least 10 minutes now, and we've got 2 students so that I have something to do.
Yes. Well, today I'm the punky style, you know.
Punky,
anyway.
yes.
안녕하세요, 대우미입니다.
안녕하세요, 프로빌입니다.
And today I've prepared some green tea for you. Of course, cha means tea, but it can also mean car, of course. And so I've prepared the traditional setting for the Korean teas. And what we have here is first we have a bowl, and it's usually filled with water, hot water, of course. And then we would take this and fill it with the green tea solution. And it dissolves in there. And then after that, you take this and then put it into the jar, and then you pour it in there. We close it back up, and this is a rule. It's like a ceremony. You can't do it any other way. And then you would pick it up like this. We have one hand here, and the other hand 받치는 거 right here underneath, and then we pour like this. And then after we've poured, there's also a special way to drink it too. You can't pick it up with one hand. You have to pick it up with both hands like this.
Oh no!
Hold it underneath with one hand. Bring it up to your face, and then drink like this. And then put it back down, and then bring it back down with both hands again. I know.
양반이구만. Yeah. So you must be part of the royal upper class or something. How'd you learn all this stuff?
There are lessons. I learned this when I was young, and I know it seems like no big deal. Hey, just drink it, but this is the way it's done.
Oh, it's an important traditional tea ceremony, right? Japan has
ceremonies.
their tea ceremony, and Korea has their tea ceremony as well.
And, I think we've used up too much time. Let's hurry up and get into our lesson. Here's Let's Do It.
Let's do it.
벌써 5시네? 간다.
그냥 가. 차라도 한잔하고 가.
Okay, the first expression we heard there was 벌써 5시네, and then he said 간다. Okay, 벌써 means already, and then you can put any amount of time behind it. 벌써 1년이네, 벌써 한 달이네. It's already been what? 1 year since you've started learning Korean, you said, right? 벌써 1년이네?
한국어를 배운 지 벌써 1년이네.
That's right. That's exactly how you would use it. 대우미는 얼마나 됐어요? How long has it been?
벌써 1년 몇 개월쯤 됐네.
Oh, good.
And notice these 2 words go together perfectly. 벌써 at the beginning, and then 이내 or 내 at the end, right? Because 벌써, you're saying already. And then 이내 shows surprise, which is inherent in the word already to some degree, right? So 이내, and we had another way of showing surprise in an ending. What was that?
군.
군요, right? Oh, 벌써 5시이군요, right? 이군요, or 구나 in the low form, right? Oh, 벌써 5시구나. Yeah.
And then we have the verb 가다, which means to go, and so you can say 간다. It seems so short and abrupt, but that is how we use it with our friends, okay? 간다. This is how we would do it, okay?
가지 마세요.
I'm going or I'm leaving is what it means, right?
And notice this other way of making the present tense. You would 가요, 가고 있어요, 갈게요. One way of a couple of ways of doing it. Here's another. 간다. You're using a verb. You stick the N on the end of it for the regular verb, and it's present tense. And then da. 간다.
Right. And then the response was, oh, 그냥 가? 그냥 is just. Oh, yeah. It's just. 그냥 and then 가, are you just leaving? Or here it actually has in brackets, it kind of means, are you leaving already? Okay, don't leave is what they're trying to say, okay?
Without doing something,
Yes.
right? You're leaving without doing something. We should do something.
So,
kind
which
of
is
means,
why they say right after it, 차라도 한 잔 하고 가. Have a glass of tea or some tea before you go. It shows assume, okay, a little bit of regret or
disappointment.
I'm not fully satisfied is what they're trying to say when they say 라도, right?
Yeah, because you're saying it would be much better if we could do something else. Something else would be better, but at the very least, let's do this. 차라도 한 잔 합시다, right? Let's just at least have one glass of tea before you go. We would like to have dinner, some drinks, relax, hang out, but we can't do that. Let's just have a glass of tea.
Right. So the difference between 차 한 잔 하고 가 and 차라도 한 잔 하고 가. Do you understand what the difference would be? 차 한 잔 하고 가 would be have a glass of tea. It's just like that. But when you say 라도, you're like, oh, at least, you know, you're showing that you're not fully satisfied. There should be a little bit more that you want.
And that's interesting too, isn't it? 한 잔 하다.
Right.
One glass is a verb. 한 잔 하다. So you can keep that in mind when you're saying to your friends, let's go get a drink. 한 잔 합시다. 한 잔 하자.
Right. Let's try that. Can you repeat? 차라도 한 잔 하고 가.
차라도 한 잔 하고 가.
차라도 한 잔 하고 가.
Right.
And then you've got that 하고, okay? 하고가 go is and, isn't it? But I think in English it would be more like have a drink and then leave, right? It's not just and here, it's kind of and then. Sometimes 하고 or just go ends up being and then you're showing that something first and then something afterward, not just two things at the same time as it would be in English.
Okay, as an example, my hidden coffee here behind. Okay, 커피라도 마시고 가. At least drink some coffee before you go. Or my mom always used to tell me, I come out of the shower with my hair all wet and I just go straight to school without drying it. She always says, 머리라도 말리고 가. At least dry your hair before you go. And I said, I don't have time. Can you think of an example?
라면이라도 먹고 가.
Good.
라면이라도 먹자, right? Now, that's because in Korea, ramen is not a food, it's a snack, okay? So when you want to have a meal but you really can't, let's just have ramen. So to us, it's kind of like a meal, I think. But
if you haven't
in
had
Korea,
rice,
meal's not right.
Yeah, if you haven't had rice, it's not a meal. So you could have a bowl of pasta, and then afterward, okay, 밥 먹자, is what they say.
Yes.
Anyways, let's go on to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
with Lisa.
and Steven.
벌써 5시네? 간다.
벌써 가? 차라도 한잔 하고 가.
생각 없는데?
그냥 가? 차라도 한잔 하고 가.
그냥 갈래.
그럼 술이라도 한잔 하고 가.
Okay, in the flash animation, notice that Lisa, is it me that said it?
That's you.
생각, it's me. 생각 없어 is what we heard in there. And what is 생각? 생각 is thought or thinking. And then we said 없어, I don't have thought, I don't have thinking. What it means is I don't want to, I really don't want to is what she's trying to express. So if I ask you, 밥이라도 먹고 가. You can say, 생각 없어. I don't really feel like it. I'm not hungry.
But you said it a little bit more polite in the dialogue. It was 생각이 없는데, right?
없는데?
And when you add that 는데 ending, it becomes more polite. Pay attention. Yeah, very good. 생각이 없는데.
That's too bad. All right, let's go over our expressions one last time. It was, give me a minute here. Okay, 차라도 한 잔 하고 가. Okay, please at least have some tea before you go.
차라도 한 잔 하고 가.
차라도 한 잔 하고 가.
Very good. And then the expression we heard before that is, 벌써 갈 시간이네. Okay, or actually what we had was 벌써 5시네.
방송 벌써 끝날 시간이네.
그러니까요. 벌써 끝날 시간이네요. Okay, we'll see you here next time. Please come back and join us. Bye-bye.
And we can still see you on the internet at
arirangtv.com.
Bye-bye.